not the thing.
From your description, I had assumed it was like over here.
Okay, so I feel like my relationship with Carrick is such that I can trust that he knows what he's talking about. So even though I don't have a specific bead on whatever the hell this is, and I can't cast Hunter's Mark, I think I'm still going to take a shot.
That's just disadvantage on the attack roll, so...
I'll take it. Those could have been worse rolls. Worse rolls. Just saying.
Alright. So, it whizzes into the wall and kind of sticks there. You hear that, like, really weird grinding noise and a kind of, like, ethereal screeching. It's inside the wall somewhere, but you can't really pinpoint where it is. And then it begins to fade.
Oh, I hate this.
My turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay right where I am, and I'm gonna just kind of be like on proverbial Overwatch, and I'm gonna look out for it in case it moves again.
So, if you see it, then hit it?
Yeah.
Kind of holding your action?
Well, when it hits my turn again, I'm casting Blade Ward on myself.
Time passes, and eventually you just hear the slow whir, well, not whir, but like the slow whoosh of the wind coming from some undetermined airflow source.
Uncomfies.
Yeah. Blade Ward is a cantrip, so I'm going to continue casting it every turn.
What do you guys do? You guys are out of initiative right now for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I suggest if we are gonna move, we should move as a group, just in case that thing comes up again.
I just imagine Carrick, like, mumbling the whole way.
You hear noise coming from a southern end. It's that similar grinding noise. As you guys look on the eastern side, you begin to see, expanding outwards, you begin to see a wide open passage. Like, you thought the room you were in was pretty roomy? No, this is, like, expansive.
Did Lydia
it's
get
a
her arrow
huge
back,
expanse.
or did it break when it hit the wall?
And the ceiling is, like, so far into so far up that you can't see where it ends. But you do see, like, those standard stalagmites hanging out with calcified deposits and the small drip of water just slowly going onto the surface floor, and there's moss like on the ground.
What's over here? Is that a solid wall?
Yeah, that's a solid wall. It's an end here.
I guess we're gonna like move out this way.
Yeah, but we gotta stay as a group.
Alright. You hear that similar grinding noise coming from the southern area, coming from like this general area. Directly south of you, there's like a small passage that widens that widens and then slowly contracts into like a similar, like, kind of thin passage.
Well, do we pursue this problem or do we ignore it?
I think we should, because if it is that creature, then it's probably gonna keep chasing us, and it's gonna stay a problem. So we can remove it. But if we can avoid it, we can try.
Yeah, probably. Since shit is popping out of the walls and stuff, like...
Carrick is still mumbling to maintain his spell, I imagine.
Oh, I'm not, like, constantly spellcasting. It's, like, 3 seconds, you know, it's probably, like, 2 or 3 seconds admittedly out of every 6, but...
Embryn's gonna try to, like, discern its opinion by looking at his face.
I would rather, like, see if we could take it out so it's not hunting us.
So, what do you think? Should we try to actively get rid of this, or should we just try to keep going?
Yeah, because if it's still around, then it's gonna stay a problem.
Right.
I'd rather nip that off the bud. So I'm gonna move to this little area, and I'm gonna run perception just to keep an ear out on it.
Okay.
Literally deaf.
Man.
Aw, man. It's just hearing damage from being around so many hard smacking pickaxes for years.
I know, right?
Your ears need a little time to adjust.
You hear that airflow behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what you see in there is like a limestone deposit. Like, you see stalactites, you know, the ones that come up from the floor, and like it's like groupings of them, and like a small how would you describe it? It's a small like platform kind of, but it's a natural platform, you know? Like it's two-storied in a sense. Like here in the southwestern side of it, kind of like a plateau above where the floor you're currently standing on. It's filled with like those rocky type of contortions inside the cavern wall. It's a lot darker than the other ones.
Okay, but no sign of that crazy-ass monster, right?
I'm going to bring all of my mighty powers of perception to bear on this one.
Please get a one.
My mighty +2. Oh yeah, look at that. Blind boys!
You can't see anything, aside from what I just described.
Can we get lucky 7s?
We are literally...
No. She did better than both of us combined.
Wait, hang on. That would be amazing. Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why do you have
fucked
to
it up.
be good, Lid? You broke the system.
No, if she had gotten a 7 by Final Fantasy
I know,
logic
right?
in the next battle, we'd be doing
man,
9,999 damage.
Or if I'd gotten a 14, that would have been
so-
2 sevens. So, like, there's that, but, like, no. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got one more, you would have gotten a jackpot.
Courtesy of some giant running underground ostrich
So-
thing, you know, just crashing through. With a little koala on its back.
It's true.
I'm going to warn him accordingly, because that's not good.
Yeah, that sounds kind of ungood.
You hear a pinging, the same like scraping, coming from the southeastern side, like right next to Krusk. You see the claw.
Krusk to your left.
Alright, so Embrin, do your
Krusk
warning.
to your left.
Okay, so I have danger sense.
It's a tingling, and you jump back from the wall as a like Shiv Assassin's Creed style just kind of bursts forth from the wall and like stabs out where in the space where you used to be, and then it burrows itself back into the rock.
This thing is mad annoying. And it goes back inside,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay, damn. Is there a way to lure it? Is it attracted to sound? I wonder. Okay, if it is, I can just let out a scream and rip it out of the wall.
You are welcome to do whatever you want to do.
Damn sure, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to let out a scream. This is a cave creature. I'm pretty sure, I've come across cave creatures toiling in the mines, and a lot of them rely on sound. Maybe this is one of them. So I'm going to let out a yell, and then I'm going to wait and prepare to see if it comes out, and then I'm going to try to rip it out of the
Let out
wall.
a mighty roar, blah, and
the ancient barbarian war cry of his people, blah.
So you let out a mighty roar, and it fills the cavern, and you wait for a moment to see if anything alerts, and I am going to roll unrelated things.
Thank God he's only rolling unrelated
Yeah.
things.
I don't know what we'd do if he were...
Yeah, if he was rolling related things, we'd be in trouble.
yeah.
That'd be the one roll that we
He's
do
rolling
well
for
on.
something. I was expecting Zoop to say
Alright.
nothing would happen, and then I would roll for embarrassment. You know, right?
Well, an attack's coming for you. Oh, it misses again. Another claw comes out of the wall and tries to disappear.
Get it.
I'm gonna try to grab onto its claw, and I'm gonna try to rip it out of the wall. What do I roll?
Roll me a strength check. I will roll opposed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold up.
Love it.
I'm Nick Cage.
How we get burned.
Yeah.
So, narrate to me how you pull it out of the wall.
I see a glint of its like finger, claw, or whatever, and as soon as like a big fraction of its hand comes out, I grip it by two hands and I rip it out of the wall.
Yeah, and it falls like, well, not prone but supine on its butt in front of you, and it is a bulbous, disgusting thing that is full of scales. You see a hideous waddle that's like covered in crimson and like these milky white eyes and this dark ichor that's hanging off its like small rotund scale frame, and the thing smells like death and poop. It's gross.
I want a t-shirt that says death and poop. Thank you.
Smells like death and poop.
So good.
Yeah.
Death and poop.
So we're gonna keep the same initiative we had
Okay.
before.
Alright. Lasty McLaster Pants.
Doing it the best.
I guess it's top of the initiative at this point.
We gonna shoot.
Unless Carrick wants to do something. Yeah, Carrick can do something.
Yeah, you know what? Because I would pick up where we left off.
Yeah,
in the order.
we should start the order at
Yeah, he
Carrick's
didn't-
spot since he's the one acting, so.
Yep. Yeah, this gross thing's in front of you. What do you do?
Yeah, alright, I guess I'm gonna hit it with a Ray of Frost then.
Okay.
Am I still poisoned?
Nope.
Awesome. Does a 13 hit it?
Yes.
It takes 2 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Embrin, it's your turn. This disgusting, fetid mess of scales and wattles is looking at you, blood dripping from its maw.
I wonder how it would feel about an arrow straight into that fleshy wattle maw it's got.
I think that's a universally hated thing.
Good. Actually,
Might have to double check your books. It might actually like it.
is it a thing that I'm right next to this guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Converting 3/5 knowledge to 5th, forgive me.
Okay.
If I were to change tact, because it's literally right next to me, drop my bow
Uh-huh.
and draw my short sword.
I'd say that's a move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not changing my position at all, I'm just switching weaponry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's try the sword. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, sword in the wattle is probably similar to arrow in the wattle, right? So, here we go.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty close.
Right. Normal row?
I mean, plus whatever your sword has.
Walk.
The blade sings and hits scale and disgustingness. Roll damage.
Sweet.
Holy crap.
That's still pretty good.
You drop your bow and you level this thing with a swing of your sword. And it, like, cowers and screams something unholy. And that stone grating noise, like, amplifies across the room. It's like screeching, and it sounds like that. It is the thing's turn. It kind of, like, it's bleeding profusely, and you see, like, this, like, dark red blood just pouring from its wounds. And it tries to burrow into the rock. And, ooh, it has a... Oh, yes. Yes! Excellent. Roll me perception checks.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, guys, I got the low end. Love it.
Welcome to the dream team, Lydia.
It is our mission to roll the lowest perception checks.
Crust.
Oh, damn, look at
oh
that.
my god.
There you go.
So good.
In a very uncharacteristic move, the two that weren't able to see or hear anything definitely see and hear this thing burrow into the rock.
It has our attention now.
It is inside the wall, and it's trying to burrow west, but you can see the thing. It's like digging frantically, digging for its life.
It's still slowed down by my beam, though, right?
Oh yeah, it's super slow. Like, it had, like, unearthly speed when it first tried to attack you. Like, when you said it's in the wall the first time, like, it was, like, tearing a path, like, way faster than what it is right now. It's hobbled, it's slowed, it looks in really bad shape. And all the while, it's screeching that unholy metal scraping noise.
And can I reach out to it?
Yes, on your turn, which it is.
Okay, so I can attack it, or is it still in the? Okay, I'm going to attack
All right,
it.
roll me those bones.
Nope, it does.
It does not hit. It swings into the mist, and somehow it manages to put enough rock between you and it, and your sword hits rock.
Crust was flexing a little too hard there.
That swing was a little too wild. Maybe it's because it's a sword and not a pickaxe, you know?
Yeah, he's caught in the heat of that battle, man. He's getting his blood pumping. That's why he rolled that 20 and rolled an 11 afterward.
Yeah.
Freaking...
Carrick, it's your turn. This thing is burrowing its way. Looks westernly.
I'm gonna, like, move around the protrusion there to where it looks like this thing would come out, but I also want to move away a little bit. I'm trying to predict where it's gonna come out, but I don't want to be right next to it when it comes out, so...
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're holding an action for when it shows up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be holding on to another Ray of Frost.
Okay. It's Embrin's turn. This thing is screaming horrible, heavy metal murder as it tries to burrow its way into the rock.
Am I able to see this thing?
One of your compatriots would have to point him out to you, but then you'd be able to see
Alright,
it.
so I imagine an exchange of Embrin saying, "Where is it?"
And we're both like, he's right there! and we triangulate